Thank you, Mr. Speaker. So the Sunday Times yesterday carried a two-page story on the new One Pass. It quoted sustainability recruiter Greg Britton, as saying, and I quote, Greg Britton, I beg your pardon, as saying, and I quote, "The solution is not simply to import more talent. It needs to be a combination of upskilling and developing local talent alongside bridging in talent to support the building of capacity within Singapore." Another individual, a Dmitry Volkov of a cybersecurity company, remarked that only local experts can effectively identify, monitor, and respond to threats. And his firm contributes to the ecosystem by exposing local talent to real cyber threats. So these individuals understand that skills transfer to Singaporean workers must be at the center of our foreign manpower policies to ensure that Singaporeans can avail themselves to good job opportunities from management to staffing positions. I have two supplementary questions for the Minister. First, at last year's parliamentary debate on the motion on securing Singaporeans' jobs and livelihoods and the foreign talent policy, the Workers' Party raised several alternative proposals to alleviate the concerns of Singaporeans at the workplace and to ensure that the local foreign employment divide does not become a permanent fault line. With the introduction of the One Pass and several changes to the employment pass framework, as announced by Minister, how does the Ministry intend to promote and track the transfer of skills to Singaporeans by employment pass holders such as the One Pass? In view of the ministerial statement, has the Minister ruled out fixed-term employment passes or other schemes that incentivize such skills transfer to Singaporeans to address skills-related underemployment, amongst other things? Second, SQ, the MOM press release on the One Pass states that there are a few routes to apply for it, and it covered 2 in the main text of the press release and 3 in the annex. The annex also stated that more details on the eligibility for new applications and renewals would be published. Can the Minister confirm if there are any other eligibility criteria for the One Pass that have not been published thus far? Thank you.
I thank Mr. Singh for his comments and his question. I don't think we will cover the earlier comment on the Sunday Times. I think perhaps at a separate sitting, I would be happy to engage him further. But just to take his supplementary questions. Now, in my speech earlier, I've already shared in terms of our views towards how beneficial in terms of the top talent bringing in and the potential spin-offs that we have. I suggest that he could refer to that in the Hansard. Today, as we speak, there are many government programs that support capability development. The government has given significant skills future subsidies, Enterprise Singapore ESG Enterprise Development Program, as well as sector-specific programs where various sector agencies are continually supporting the development of skill sets for our locals. And one of the programs that he was particularly interested in is the Capability Transfer Program, the CTP, which is one of the programs that he has actually raised and filed PQs before. Under this Capability Transfer Program, funding support is provided to companies to acquire global capabilities that are not available in Singapore. And this can be done in a variety of ways, such as bringing foreign specialists into Singapore to train locals in new capabilities and sending locals to overseas for overseas training attachments. The scheme was created and it was conceived since its inception in 2017. It has benefited more than 140 companies and more than 1,000 locals. Our locals have experienced expanded job scopes as they have acquired new skills. The last 2.5 years, we had some setback because of COVID, but with the reopening of borders, we once again would like to welcome companies to tap on this if they need to bring in global experts in cutting-edge areas. His second point in terms of the multiple routes of that One Pass or the ONE Pass, ONE is an acronym for Overseas Networks and Expertise. We are working for all the other routes through different sector agencies in terms of coming up with a framework, and we will also, as I've shared with MOE, with MCCY, with NRF, and a few other agencies to identify some of these criteria in which we can target this global talent with this kind of expertise. So towards the end of the year, the scheme will start on 1st of January 2023. Towards the end of the year, I propose or suggest he watch this space. More details will be released in due time. Thank you.